Hi everyone, welcome back to Free Talent. Thank you for supporting our channel. Today we'll show you how to replace a display with a minimum tool. Okay, so now this is the display which is not working. This is the new one which we have purchased it from a local market. This is the new one. So if you can see the sticker here, and now we have not pulled it out because of the warranty issue. We can check this, and if it is not working we can return it intact, because once it is damaged he will not take it back. Okay, this cost me only somewhere about 800 rupees. If you go and give it in local shop or a repair service center, they will obviously charge you more than 3000 something. So now let's get started. First thing, we will unscrew everything because we need to remove all the parts before we heaten up and remove the display from there. So first let me eject the SIM card here. I'll take out the SIM card. It's done. Since the SIM card is removed, let's go ahead and remove the back panel as well. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for the notifications. Now since the battery back panel is removed, so there is a small fingerprint connector which we need to be very careful because it is very thin. Let's not damage that. So when you're opening, be very careful here. I would not recommend this video for anyone who's little scared while doing this, because that way you might damage the phone. So it's always suggested to go in a service center and get it repaired, because I don't want anybody damaging their phone. So if you see, I'm carefully removing the back power of the charging port. Below underneath there is a connector for the charger port here. So I'm removing that as well. So since if you see the motherboard, I have removed the charging board, that is called a charging board. I have removed it and kept it aside. Now let me go ahead and take out the actual motherboard of the phone. So I would recommend to be really careful here, because I do not want anybody damaging their phones. Okay, now the cover is removed. So there is a battery connector. If you see, let me zoom in a little. Yeah, this is the battery connector. This is the main display connector, and here is the touch sensor connector. This is the power and the volume rocker connector button. Okay, so be very careful when you're removing the board, because underneath there is one more connector which goes down to the charging. First thing where you remove that. So I've taken the battery out. Yeah, so if you see in the right hand side there is one connector going out that is still connected to a motherboard. You need to be very careful when removing that. See, here it is. So now since everything is carefully removed, now let's go ahead and start up with our display removal. Okay, this is glued in here. I will remove it carefully. Yep, this is done. Yeah, now since everything is done, let me connect the hair dryer here. See, everybody has soldering stations and all of that. So here we will use a hair dryer because we are doing it on a minimum tools here. Yeah, now it took actually 15 minutes for me to heaten up the entire display. After properly heating the display, so it took a little pressure for us to remove it, because the glue is really strong used by the company, the original display which we are removing now. So I'm using a knife cutter. Anything would do. So you just need to be very careful that you don't damage the display. So I'm slowly cutting out the edges here and removing the glue. So if you see, my knife easily goes and the glue is being removed because of the hair dryer which we have used. If you directly try to remove the display, it will not come out. The glue loosen up after heating up. So if you see carefully, I'm just removing it. Let me show you here. Yeah, both the edges are removed. So let me go below there. Yeah, so now the touch sensor connector was there. I'm just removing that. You have to be very careful, don't damage when you're connecting or when you're removing. Now the display is removed. we will go ahead and connect our or replace the new display. So let me put the old display aside and start up with the connection. So before I could apply like replace the new display, I have used a little glue here. You will get it in the mobile shop itself. So use that and leave it for like about 5 minutes. So once it is a little dried, just carefully connect the connectors properly here. So now the connectors are done. See, I'm not using my hands to push it inside because the gap is very minor. Okay, so I am carefully taking that out from the slot. Yeah, now this is done. So I'll put little pressure here for this to stick properly. Usually people put a rubber band and keep it for some time. I'll do that once it is done. I'll show you. We could have just fast forwarded the video and showed to you everything, but I do not want you guys to miss out any step because it is really careful when you're working on your phone. Now since the display is like connected, now we will have to just stick the display strip here. So that is also done. So let me go ahead and put the motherboard back here. I'll have to connect everything possible. I will show you one by one all the connections here. First thing is I will go ahead and connect the touch sensor. Okay, so the touch sensor is on the top. This is the display connector. Okay, so if you see, I'm carefully pushing this in the connector. Okay, so now this is done. Let me lock into this. Yeah, so make sure that it is connected properly to avoid any damages. Okay, now since we are done with all the connections here, let me just go ahead and connect the charger board here. Okay, so this is the Wi-Fi connection, oh sorry, the network and the Wi-Fi connection wire. So I'm putting back the charger board here. Actually the charger board is cheaper. It cost me 150 rupees. If you last time one of my other phone had this problem, so I had replaced that. So I know the cost. Any phone for that matter, maybe like maximum by 200 or 250, you will get the charger board for all the MI phones. Okay, so now the charger board is also connected. The socket of the Wi-Fi connector is really small. You need to be like careful because you might feel that it is connected but it is not. So you have to check properly. Now the charger board is also connected. So let's check everything again to be extra careful here. I do not want anything to be missed out so that we have to like redo the work again. So now we are done with this. So let me put the cover back here and with the battery also. Before putting the cover, I would recommend you to like connect the battery and check once. So everything is working fine, then you can put the cover back. Okay, so I have connected the battery now. Let me just, yep, everything is connected properly. Let's do this way. I will go ahead and power this phone on so that we can check everything is working properly. Yeah, it is taking time. Let me cut this short. Yeah, I have fast forwarded until the phone is booted. In my left hand side I have the old display of this. Yeah, so the phone is on, everything is looking fine. Okay, so I'm just checking this and everything seems to be working properly. Yep, cool, everything looks fine here, everything is working properly. If you see that I have pressed all the numbers and everything seems to be working. Let me go to the settings and check if something has to be done. Now home button is working, camera is working. Yep, that clicks the photo. Okay, let me do some editing on the photos here so that we get to know if there is any dead pixels on the display. There is a doodle option. I'll just try that. Okay, this is working. So I'm just rolling my finger all over the display so that if there is any problem or some corner of the display is not working, I'll get to know that. Okay, I've changed the color now, so yeah, this is also pretty good. Yeah, everything looks fine. So yeah, I'm satisfied with the display now because I had to spend 800 rupees for this. Obviously, I do not want that to go on vain. Okay, now we'll just have to pack the phone back because everything is working fine and I'm happy with the connections. So, you guys also be very careful. I do not want anything happening to your phones because it is really painful to see your phone is not working. Let me put the screws back and tighten it everything, and I will switch it on again and restart the phone again and show it to you. So let me just fast forward it here a little so that you guys do not waste time on seeing the screwing procedure. I'm just putting all the screws back so I don't want you to waste the time looking at that now. So I have powered it on the phone. So let's see the performance after everything is packed. The phone is switched on now. So let's go ahead and retest it once again. I'll open YouTube. Okay, YouTube is done. So I'm searching for Free Talent, which is our channel. I should be a little selfish to get subscribers, and if you guys like this video, please hit the like button. If you feel that the video was very long and you have any suggestions for us, please go down in the comment and write it all your suggestions and feedback. We are open for that. Till then, you go ahead and subscribe to our channel and share it with all your friends if it is useful. For them, they will definitely use it because for you, it might not be necessary. For others, yes.